Dang it. The state of where my camera is currently is a very concerning tower. I'll have a picture of it on Instagram. Go look. Oh my god. Terrifying. Hello there, internet. As you know, I was just on vacation, spring break if you will, and me and John went to Vancouver, Canada. Along the way, we went through Iowa, obviously, Minnesota, South Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, and Seattle, and then we hit Nebraska on the way back. This trip was absolutely amazing. We saw so many things, we did so many things, and you will see video of that eventually within the next couple of weeks sometime here soon-ish. Also, while in Canada? Okay, Abby. Also, while in Vancouver, I got the chance to meet up with Elena Fender, and we filmed a video for my channel, and we filmed an I Don't Buy It for her channel. Those videos will be out within a couple weeks as well. Sometime. You'll know because I will let you know. The video that I filmed with Elena though for my channel is about anxiety and having anxiety in public places. As you know, I experience anxiety. I talked about it once, I think, on this channel, and that was me telling you guys that I experience anxiety. And since then, I have not talked about it really, and I wanted to do that more, hence the video with Elena, hence this current video. I think I said that I experienced like 5 mental breakdowns a day in Canada. Not just in Canada, on the trip. The whole week, the whole journey was just a mess. Like, I want to go back to Vancouver. I absolutely loved it. So I will be going back eventually. But here's just some stuff. I had my first little freak out like 5 minutes after leaving Iowa because my GPS was not matching up with the map that I had printed out. It matched up like within 20 miles, but it didn't match up at the current time, so I freaked out. But then I don't think I freaked out again until that night when I was driving in the dark through curvy mountains and I just was tired and I could not handle it. Driving through South Dakota, wonderful. Through Wyoming, wonderful. Had no problems. Curvy mountain roads were scary. On the way back, we hit a lot of snow and a lot of like terrifying weather conditions in the mountains, so we even actually ended up taking a different route home because we wanted to miss snow and stuff, which is why we went through Nebraska on the way home. Snoqualmie Pass, I think, in Washington. It was terrifying. It was snow-packed. The roads were with snow and ice. Snow was just built up so high. I could not believe it. And you were supposed to have chains on your cars or your tires. We don't have that. We're not from there. We don't know what that means, so we just kept driving. We swerved around on the road a bit, and that was terrifying. John drove. I made John drive through all of this terrible weather, and I just sat in the passenger seat going, "Be the most safe. Please be careful." And he dealt with my freaking out while he was freaking out internally driving through that. And actually that night, we got to Missoula, Montana. We were supposed to get to Billings, Montana, where there's like a 5-hour difference. We got to Missoula, and I was like the last hour of the drive, I was just bawling. I was a mess, and so we just stayed in Missoula. I wasn't even driving, but I could not handle could not handle driving anymore. Being in cities scares me. I love the city. Like, I feel alive when I'm in a city. I like light up, I shine, I feel so like hopeful when I'm in a city. So I love being in a city, but unfortunately, internally being a city girl does not mean that I've lived the life of a city girl. I currently go to school in a town of like 6,000 people, and this is the largest place I have ever lived. Being alone, everything is different because then I'm just internally freaking out. It doesn't matter if there's 5 people around me or 5,000, I'm just freaking out. So being with John helps a lot. And during the day, it's pretty okay. Like, as long as I'm with John, we know we're walking, we can see everything, everything's pretty good as far as that goes. Nighttime is a different story though. The first night in Vancouver, we're gonna go get some vegan pizza. We decided to walk there because it was like 2 blocks away, and that frightened me because I thought people were gonna pop out of the bushes. I don't know, I just thought we were gonna get lost. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen, but I was just scared. And after we got back, John was like, I'm gonna walk to the gas station that was right next to the pizza place and get some like water or something, I don't remember. And he was like, do you want to come with me? And I was like, no, like, I do not want to leave this place again. And so he went by himself, and that was terrifying, but like, I was just too scared to even leave the place after that. And then our other 2 nights in Canada we spent in Gastown. The second night was a lot worse. I don't know why, but like we went to Gastown and I was already freaked out for some reason or another. And then, I don't know, we like walked like a block around Gastown. I feel like it was still part of Gastown, but it was just a lot more sketchier than it had been the night before. And by sketchy, I just mean it was a little darker. And so my sketchy and actual sketchy are completely different things. I just got scared. I get scared when you're in the dark, and I'm also there near the dark. So then I was just like, I just want to go eat and I just want to get out of here. So we went to eat and then we just left because I could not handle it. We went to the Chinatown part of Vancouver for a little bit one day, and I don't know, I was already feeling off when we went there, and then the place we were going, I didn't know if it was open or not because it was under construction. We were going to the Chinese garden, and so I was worried about that. And then when we got there, the like temperature had dropped significantly and it started to get less like rainy, snowy, pretty and more like gloomy, doomy outside, or maybe that's just how I was perceiving things. And then also we were there for like 5 minutes and this guy like freaked out on John because John was supposedly staring at him, but he wasn't. So that also threw me off, and then I just didn't know what was happening. And then we were like in like the gift shop for the Chinese garden and some guy was yelling at a dog outside, and I was like, I just wanna go. So all in all, like anxiety wise, a lot of the things that occurred to make me anxious were things that I think would generally make people anxious, perhaps. Like not being by myself, I think was better than being alone. I would not have been able to do it alone at all. That just not would have been a possibility. And that's something I gotta work on, because I don't want to have to rely on somebody for the rest of my life to, you know, do things that I want to do and that I will enjoy doing. I don't know if this video had a coherent thought at all, if there was a plot to this story. I just don't talk about this a lot and I want to talk about it more. I want to be more open and stuff. And that's why I chose to do a video on anxiety with Elena, and that's why I'm talking to you about it now. So here's all the bad things that happened on my trip, and soon you will see all the good things, because it's backwards, but we're going with it. Talk to me in the comments about whatever the heck you want, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! I am the will with the skill to thrill you with my quill. Things have been crazy and it sucks that we don't talk that much. Dear Evan Hansen and Something Rotten literally got us through the drive because would not have existed without those.